Hey, today I'm going to show people how to jailbreak and mod the Infinity Game Table by Arcade1Up. I modded this myself, put it inside of a coffee table that I liked, that I picked out. Let me go through this with people and I'll show you how to jailbreak and get stuff like this, for instance. This is the Android dashboard here, and games like maybe Angry Birds 2 or other stuff that's not normally on the game store, like Heroes of Might and Magic or something like that. Maybe Geometry Dash, just other stuff that's that I decided was cool enough to throw up there. Okay, so let's start off. Okay, so this is the normal dash. All right, so to jailbreak the newest version of the Arcade1Up, this is basically what yours is going to look like to begin with. What you're going to do is you're going to go to search. And your keyboard is going to pop up here. Now, once the keyboard pops up, you'll see the comma here. You're going to hold down the comma until you get a cog. And you're going to get input selections. You click on languages. Okay? Now, there's a search button in the upper right-hand corner here. Maybe I can zoom in here. So you're going to click on search. And you're going to notice maybe I'm going to type a letter, A. And you wait a second. And then all the original system stuff comes up. So at this point, you're going to see About Tablet here. Let me see if I can zoom in here. So you click on About Tablet. You see the build number here. Click that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you become a developer. Now, you can backspace and maybe go to type D for development tools. Or look for something like development options in it, right there. So you're going to click on development options or debugging or something like that with development options in it. And you're going to get the developer options here. Or maybe you're going to go back to system and check out. But yeah, whatever letter you type in will show those system things. So now you can come over here. You can turn on your USB debugging. If I get this a little bit wider here, there we go. Turn on your USB debugging, wireless debugging. You're going to want that on. So you want to turn on your wireless debugging and always allow on whatever network you're connected to. Okay, so here's where you can go onto your computer. You get your IP address right here. You're going to go onto your computer, maybe install Android development tools, and you're going to wirelessly pair this with your Android development tools. You're going to use like a pairing code or something like that. It's going to give you a pairing code, and this is your IP address and your port. So you're going to go to your Android development tools, and you're going to put that pairing code in. Now you can sideload. Apps. So the first thing I did was you're going to do a couple other things too before you do that as well. You're going to want to turn on gesture settings. So let's say instead of D, let's go to G for gestures. So gestures, gesture settings is right here. So you're going to click on gesture settings. Well, actually not gesture settings, sorry. Gestures under system. So you can click on gestures. It's going to be right here. It's going to be in the system. You're going to see development options is right there as well. So gestures. You're going to go to system navigation. And you're going to turn, instead of 3-button navigation, you're going to turn on gesture navigation. This is what allows you to go back. Allows me to go back to whatever. So you just scroll from the bottom up. And it'll bring you back to your main menu. So once you have that, you're going to want to connect to it. And you're going to want to install Nova Launcher. So let me close all this stuff out, close this out. Anyway, you're going to want to install Nova Launcher. All you do is you click from the bottom up, Oops, quick. You gotta do it quick, sorry. There we go, I need to close that out. There we go. So you're gonna want to install Nova Launcher. This is Nova Launcher. There, you can go back to your original dashboard. There should be a button for it. So if you ever need to go back to your original dashboard, just click on the Nova Launcher dashboard. You're gonna want to install Aurora Store. You're also going to want to install Simple Control. So Simple Control will give you the back buttons over here. You scroll up from the side, now you can click the back button, or you can click on the home like that. So that'll let you, or if you click this, these are Android buttons, like that'll allow you to go back and, you know, close out your apps and stuff like that. This is your launcher, which is still on your main. If you want to do something quick, you just move it up quick. So that's going to be all your stuff. So all your stuff is still going to work. At this point now, I installed Chromium, and I set this up the way I liked. You know, maybe you want to install some apps. The Aurora App Store will allow you to do that. Will allow you to install apps without the Google Play Store. And this usually has most of the apps that your Google Play Store. So, for example, if I want to do a search for Nova Launcher, it should be in here. There's your Nova Launcher and your Nova Launcher Prime, and you just install it that way. Again, this is your Aurora App Store. And there's a couple other things you can sideload, like I sideloaded my favorite, which is VCMI. If you have Heroes of Might and Magic 3, on the GOG store, you can put this and use this as a touch game and stuff, which is great. So let me pause this while this loads. All right, so this will bring up the VCMI menu. Just click on the play button after you've set it up and you've installed all the patches and everything like that. And now this should give you the original Heroes of Might and Magic with mods and everything. So this is your, maybe we'll do a single player scenario. And this is fun to play with people. You can do a multiplayer hot seat game of this if you ever played Heroes of Might and Magic 3. And it's 100% touch compatible. If you have a keyboard that you need to type something in and you can't close out the keyboard like this, you could just stroke from the edge and push the back button. It'll hide the keyboard. So yeah, for instance, here's my hero. If you ever played this, really fun touchscreen game if you're having games with people. And there's a bunch of mods for it. But again, if you want to, you know, you could hold, and then you can close out on whatever app you're in. Maybe that, and it'll bring you back to the main dashboard. If you just do it quick, it'll bring you back to your other dashboard here with all your other apps that are installed. It's not a very powerful system, but it will run most things good, which is nice. Okay, hold on a second. I'll show you the mods that I've done to this. All right, so let's say I am tired of Android, or maybe I want to do something else. Let's say I want to do Windows. So let me show you what you're going to need for that. All right, let me pause this. All right, let me show you what I've got here. So this is going to be where your main board is. If you want to use something else, so I've got a switcher. The backlight is going to work in the LDVS to HDMI converter. So what this does is this converts the signals coming out of the monitor to HDMI. Down here, you're going to have a touchscreen. And the touchscreen, and it's in here. I'm going to pull it out in a second. is USB. So basically, long story short, you can just use this USB from the touchscreen, convert it into a 4-pin USB cable, cut a cable, and connect the colors basically, and now you can use it for both Windows PCs and the actual main board. So I'm going to pull this apart, so if you give me a second, I'll show you. Okay, so this is your LDVS cable. I can pull this out right here of the main board, and this is going to go into the HDMI to LVDVS right here. Give me 2 seconds, make sure I find the right. All right, so your LDVS is going to go in here. This cable right here is going to be your backlight, and this one right here is your sound. You just take those out of the main board. As far as the main board is concerned, I have a LDVS out to HDMI. LDVS into HDMI board coming, so I'll be able to put it into the switcher as another HDMI and just switch between the two. The KVM switcher has USB through, so it'll swap the USB, which will swap the touchscreen and stuff like that. This is the one I'm using, and I know it works. So I guess let's power this on and check it out and see what it looks like. Oh, one more thing. Sometimes you get one of these and you'll notice the screen is scrambled with colors. It comes with a little keypad. You put the keypad on and you hold down, I think it's the menu button on boot, and it'll allow you to change the factory settings. And you want to go to LDVS 0. That's the one that allows the full color on the board instead of the scrambled colors. Okay, so let me get the Windows set up and running. Okay, a couple of things you might want to know I just thought of. There's a jumper here, right here. This jumper allows you to select the voltage for the LDVS connector. So on the right, it's 12 volt, in the middle, it's 5 volt, and on the left, it's 3.3 volts. This particular LCD, it's a 12 volt LCD that comes with it. But if you're ever going to put this and use this for maybe a LDVS to HDMI out, you're going to want to connect that to a, you want to switch that jumper to 5 volts, because I believe most of the LDVS converters use 5 volts. Either way, so I've connected this. You're going to want to plug 12 volts into the screen itself. So that would be over here. Oh, sorry. I guess it helps if I get the right plug. And should be able to turn this on and see what happens. Okay, so this has a side here, and I think this is, what is this? Oh, so we're gonna want a green. You wanna, no, yeah, you wanna have the green side here, because that's the right one. So you'll come over here. Pause this. All right, now once you do that, you should have a Windows desktop, because you're using Windows and stuff. So let me just. So I have this set up so I can either choose Windows or Bazzite with touch. So I like Bazzite personally because it's got a lot more to it. Let me push this table back here a little bit. See? Bazzite, in my personal opinion, is more touch friendly. Let me let this thing load up. And the other thing about Bazzite is it allows you to install Windroid, which is a Android installation. Let me pause this while this thing's booting. So SteamOS, a lot of people don't realize, but it is very touch friendly. Much more touch friendly than Windows, I believe. So you know, you'll have your library here. You can go into, maybe pull the menu off the side here. You can do all your stuff here. Maybe get your all your applications, emulations, etc. I put a menu called Touch Friendly right here. You can also pull this side of the menu over, and you can go through. You got Decky Loader and stuff like that. Maybe I want to change the way things look or whatnot. So like these are all my touch friendly games and stuff. So for instance, let's say I want to go to Carcione. I can just click on that, click play. And then it'll load up. This works great if you have a Bluetooth controller. You can just, you know, put it up and you can run things. And if you ever need your menu, you want to go back, you can slide the menu out. How awesome is that? Maybe zoom the game. Local 2-player, sure. Yeah, sure. Oh. Yeah, so, you know, let's say this is what's nice about PCs. You get a lot of good PC games that can be played on a touchscreen, but you just have to find out which ones they are. This whole thing can be played touchscreen related. Let me exit out of this. Exit out of game. Let me go back to my library. Collections. There's some touch multiplayer games. Maybe the Game of Life, Life 2, Civilization. These are, you know, Heroes Might and Magic. These are all touch-friendly games that I have set up. Maybe I want just regular touch games and stuff. And there's like a list of just, you know, games that are touch-friendly. But yeah, maybe I want to do some Android stuff. So I can come over here. Oops, I bought a bunch of new games. Go back to collections. Yeah, let's try this. Let's go to Android. Where is my Android? Oh. There it is. So, you know, there's my remote play. So let's go to Android. So now, this will give you a PC version of Android, which is called Waydroid, and it is very good. You just have to set it up for 10-point multi-touch. And it'll play a lot more stuff than the... of course, I got Nova Launcher on this as well. Yeah, so, you know, Diablo, Honky, Hot Seat games I got installed in here. Maybe some Fruit Ninja or something. And all the shortcuts, like bringing the menu out. I don't know what that, I think it just updated. I don't know what that is, but, you know, it's some classic. And I'm sure people played this plenty. It's got 10-point multi-touch. So, yep. Anyway, a few more things I can show. So let's exit this game. Well, actually, there we go. Now, and you could do, you know, other stuff. Everybody knows about Android. Maybe I want to. Other things, geometry dress. I mean, Even the gacha games work on this, which is, pretty crazy. I'm not gonna go through them right now, but still 3D accelerated, unlike the original boards. There's a couple things that don't work on this particular one, but yeah. See, even the 3D processing works really well. It's on the PC when you set that up. Anyway, let me get out of here. And of course, let me go home. There we go. And of course, maybe, I don't know, you want to do some emulators or something like that. So you can go to your collections here, and maybe, I don't know, Nintendo Switch or PlayStation 2, Sony PlayStation 3, Final Fantasy 13. You just get yourself a nice Bluetooth controller, and then you get our PCS3 working for it. I don't know what my controllers are. I've been doing everything with touchscreen. But just to show that these work all nice and full screen and fast. Do I have a controller here? I think I left my controller. But yeah, this is the whole full game of that. So you could put your actual ROMs or whatever you have, like PS3, PS2, maybe Nintendo Wii U or GameCube or whatever in here. So if you go to like Yuzu, you can play all your games here, maybe, sometimes it's good. It's like this one, for instance, is good, like Yuzu, because you can go try the Yuzu version of Monopoly, and that's all, being that's a touchscreen game. Under Yuzu, it will work as a touchscreen game under this, or it should. I know this is going to be a long video, but I just wanted to show everybody what they can do with these things.
Welcome to Monopoly for Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, so yeah, this looks like it can be played with your fingers. You don't need to even use this. You don't even need to use a controller for this. How awesome is that?
Now's the time to get a good roll of the dice. Give it all you got.
So yeah, a bunch of these board games. I'm not gonna really get into this right now, but the exit that game. But so yeah, it's just showing you that you can do stuff like that, and of course, like I said, very touch friendly on the Steam OS. Or this is Bazite actually. So I think I'm gonna end the video there. If anybody has any questions, just let me know. Like I said, here's your touch-friendly games in case anybody wants to get an idea of which ones work with touch. There should be a Steam touch-friendly group that's just for good Steam games and stuff. Either way, thank you.